John R. Dilworth. I chose to do my animated presentation on John R. Dilworth due to his cartoon Courage the Cowardly Dog, and its constant, suffocating, yet compelling appearance in my childhood memories. During my childhood, I watched several short film cartoons: Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory, and SpongeBob. But I remember that one of them had something different, something that no other cartoon had. This was, in fact, the cartoon Courage the Cowardly Dog, a blend between horror and comedy, directed by John R. Dilworth for Cartoon Network. This cartoon revolves around two elders, Muriel and Eustace, living literally in the middle of nowhere, with their dog, Courage. Day after day, Courage, though easily scared, faces terrifying foes to protect his family, sometimes saying his well-known one-liner, "The things I do for love."
The things I do for love.
Now let's start with a bit of John R. Dilworth's background. John was born in New York during the year 1963. He studied at the School of Visual Arts, also in New York, graduating and receiving his Bachelor of Arts in 1985 at a young age. John R. Dilworth didn't get into the animation industry right away. He first worked in advertising and printing. John R. Dilworth also applied for Disney, but as he said in an interview with David B. Levy, "I gave them my portfolio like everyone else in the school, but I'm not a Disney artist." And of course, that is very evident even in his early works. While Disney tries to appeal to an audience that appreciates smooth and cute characters, John R. Dilworth could be seen as the polar opposite. After much work and the release of his nominated Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film, The Chicken from Outer Space, John R. Dilworth suddenly found himself as the director of a new children's cartoon series, Courage the Cowardly Dog. John R. Dilworth's famous Courage the Cowardly Dog series of 104 11-minute episodes amounted to around 1,144 minutes in total, ran from 1999 to 2002. The main characters of the series were Muriel, the embodiment of love and cluelessness.
Isn't this exciting?
She was very, very clueless all the time.
Courage, did you leave the tub running?
Another of the characters is Eustace. He's the opposite of Muriel. Cranky, sour, greedy, and uncaring for Courage, though he does listen to Muriel.
Looks like you've got a fungus. Don't worry, Eustace. I know some family remedies.
And of course, Courage, the main character, a coward that always manages to save his family from unexpected dangers.
Rip him in the wristband. Roo, roo, roo.
When designing the characters, John R. Dilworth created the typical elderly American pair. However, one of his characters was based on an actual person, Muriel, who he said was a Scottish elderly woman whom he had spoken on the phone with, writing common things she'd say. Not only does his inspiration stem from real people, but also from his own personal experiences, or just pure human nature, unlike some cartoons that are pure slapstick. Prominent even from one of his earliest works, The Dirty Birdie represents how some people are attracted to dangerous and toxic relationships, as shown in this short clip. Yeah. Even his independent short film, The Masochist, John R. Dilworth said in an interview with David B. Levy, was about being a jurist at Annecy in 2001 and how repulsive I found the whole experience. This is one of the reasons Dilworth's cartoons differed from other early slapstick cartoons, but not the only reason. His series, Courage the Carly Dog, contained several detailed backgrounds, little to no dialogue from his main character, asymmetrical facial structures, and morbid background music. The most noticeable and noteworthy difference, though, was how experimental John R. Dilworth got with his child cartoon. From clay dolls, photographs, footage, paper cutouts, to its most infamous experiments with 3D animation, John R. Dilworth managed to scare and most likely traumatize several small children, though it was quite worth it in my opinion. It was, and still is, an astounding cartoon. Currently, John R. Dilworth is the president and founder of Stretch Films. However, that's not the only title he's had. From animator, designer, writer, director, producer, and creator, John R. Dilworth managed to astound his audience and remain in many people's hearts with several animated shorts and series, Courage the Carly Dog. After stumbling back onto this part of my childhood, I can 100% say that I had a blast rewatching John R. Dilworth's several short films, but I can also 100% assure that it resurfaced my childhood trauma. The end. And here are the citations. As you can see, there's many. I watched too many of his videos. That's it. The end.